AP Chemistry, Unit 7.1, Introduction to Equilibrium. So there are two main types of reactions, and the first main type is going to be an irreversible reaction. Irreversible reactions proceed in only one direction, and the reaction is going to stop when at least one of the reactants has been consumed completely. This has been the type of reaction that we've assumed kind of all reactions are up until this point. And so in the actual equation, we will see our reaction proceeding forward only with this forward-facing arrow. This is in direct contrast to reversible reactions, which can proceed in both directions, which means that the reactants can produce products, and then the products can react together to then produce more reactants. And so we are going to have a backwards and forwards kind of flow between reactants and products where we are able to produce both at the same time. So we can see the arrows written one of two ways, where we have a forward arrow on top of a reverse arrow, or we have this kind of like back and forth arrow, which is just a little bit easier to write, a little bit lazier, but you'll see both representing reversible reactions. Now, there are two main types of systems. The first type of system is an open system. And in open system, reversible reactions cannot occur and equilibrium cannot exist. This is because in open systems, we are able to have those products escape. And therefore, we're not able to utilize those to produce more reactants. And so in closed systems, where I am not allowing any of my products to escape, that is where reversible reactions can occur and an equilibrium can exist. An equilibrium is going to be a dynamic process where the amount of product being created and the amount of reactant being created are going to be at the same rate. The same rate is the key word. Key word, again, being rate. We are proceeding forward and backwards at the same rate. And since we have those rates being the same, no observable changes are going to occur to the system once we've reached equilibrium. And the reactants and products will be present within the solution there. Again, keyword rate. The rate of the forward and reverse reactions are going to be equal, and the concentration or partial pressures of all species are going to remain constant once we reach equilibrium. That's what the equal and equilibrium part is we are having our rates be equal and our concentration and partial pressures of all species within the reaction be equal once we have reached equilibrium. It is not that the actual amount of reactant and product are equal to each other. Okay, that's not what equilibrium means. Just means, again, that the rate at which I am producing my reactant and producing my product, those are going to be equal, not the actual concentrations of reactants and products compared to each other.